Tonight on CTV News, we have a closer look at a wildfire near the border, plus we have a look at some virtual reality tech on campus.
All this and more coming up on CTV News right now. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily Biffinger.
And I'm Willis Scott. Residents of Cherokee Park deal with heavy smoke and ash for the third day. A large brush fire started Sunday afternoon. Fire crews have been working continuously to put the fire out. I'm standing in Cherokee Park, Colorado on the northern border of Larimer County, where there's a 300-acre fire burning just on the other side of that ridge behind me. Now you can also see a home behind me. The residents have been evacuated. Many of the local residents have evacuated. However, currently no homes have been harmed by the fire. Police and firefighters are working to establish a perimeter around the fire to keep it from growing.
We're looking at a high of 74 with winds around 10 mile an hour with gusts of winds up to 20 mile an hour, which could make this a little more difficult to fight today. We have called in additional resources. We have approximately 120 crew members on the ground fighting this fire currently, with also some air resources.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come back down. I think they'll stay on with helicopters. Probably will come back. They're the slurry planes, but no, I don't think they'll let it spread anymore. They'll get on it. Now, neighbors over at Mill Creek, they had to get out from their house over there. So Jim and Carol Bourne, so they spent the night with us last night, and they still can't get back in. So they might be back again tonight, which is fine. We've got plenty of room, and we just enjoy having them over. They need a place to stay, so that's what neighbors are for.
The Larimer County Sheriff's Office says there have been no significant changes since last night. The fire now covers 350 acres. It's 35% contained. The Sheriff's Office is asking people to stay off the roads near the fire. They want to keep them freed up for emergency vehicles. You can find the latest updates about the fire on the Larimer County Sheriff's Office Facebook page.
The 30th annual Cans Around the Oval will officially begin this Wednesday, September 7th at the CSU Senate Chambers. Students and staff will partner with the surrounding Fort Collins community to collect donations and raise awareness surrounding issues of hunger in Fort Collins and Larimer County. Student organizations need to register by tomorrow in order to participate and pick up can collecting supplies. Organizations will be competing against each other to see who can collect the most food to donate. Students wishing to participate do not need to be a part of a student group on campus, though.
According to university officials, the Colorado State University Marching Band will no longer perform the routine popularly known as the trombone suicides. In the routine, trombone players line up shoulder to shoulder and take turns swinging their instruments and ducking. Some current members of the marching band said they weren't able to comment on the removal of the routine because of a restriction in their contracts. University officials did not confirm that a specific instance led to the suspension of the trombone suicides.
When you hear virtual reality, most people think of using the technology for gaming, but CSU is taking it to the next level and applying it in the classrooms. To showcase their vision of uniting virtual reality and education, I attended the Virtual Reality Roadshow.
Virtual reality is being integrated into everyday applications, and students will start to see these applications very soon. To get students excited about the new technology, Caden Strand, the Virtual Reality Initiative project leader, allowed students of all majors and even professors to try it out around campus.
The main thing that interests me in this is like the potential, even for education. If you want to take like an online class, it's more like hands-on and like intuitive.
It definitely has a lot of implications for a bunch of different industries, I think. I mean, it's opening up pretty much this whole new kind of segment that people can create for and like manufacture for and everything like that. So there's definitely like a lot of, I think, unrealized potential that could, you know, help with the economy at least.
So in October, we're doing a virtual reality hackathon, October 21st through 23rd, and it'll be open to undergraduate and graduate students from Colorado State and from around the region to come and work together in multidisciplinary teams to create immersive experiences over the weekend. So we're looking for the students to create things that will help drive the scholarship and research and artistry and outreach vision that CSU has as a land-grant university. So we're hoping to be able to make connections across colleges too, because now with VR you might have computer science students working with digital art students, working with interior designers to create some kind of space, or a chemistry student working with mathematics students to model big data applications. We filmed a 3D 360 virtual reality experience with a very special camera of kind of the CSU experience. It's an immersive experience for CSU, showcasing all the different departments. We've got chemists working in a chem lab and people playing in a quartet over the University Center for the Arts. We've got some surgeries from the vet teaching hospital and football practice and an admissions tour and some drone shots over campus and stuff. So we're making a CSU immersive experience that will be able to showcase how VR can be used at CSU. It's really cool technology, and people put on the headset and they're like, oh, this is great, how can we use it? And we're trying to put something together. We are putting something together that will showcase that for different departments on campus. So, yeah.
Yay, thank you so much. The Virtual Reality Roadshow will continue around campus for 2 more weeks. To find out when and where, please visit the events calendar on the CSU website. So Willis, did you enjoy your Labor Day weekend?
I really did. I went up to a family reunion and got to see some cousins from out of town. We really had a blast. And then also, not that I don't love my Monday classes, but I really enjoyed sleeping in yesterday morning.
That's great. I ended up going to the showdown, and then I ended up having to go camping, and that was actually super fun. Up next, we have weather with Elizabeth Prassey.
And after that, we have sports and entertainment.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and KCSUFM.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hey there, Rams weather anchor Elizabeth Prassey here, hoping to bring you a little bit of sunshine on this cloudy and rainy Tuesday evening. Our current conditions, we do have showers in the area, so you may see a few sprinkles if you are out and about this evening. Temperatures though, 73 degrees. We do have that slight breeze coming out of the northeast as the sun begins to set this evening. Now it is Tuesday, which means if you're headed out to Sundance tonight, we're going to see those showers continue. So as you grab your Cali boots, make sure you do grab that rain jacket. But it won't be a damper on your entire evening because by midnight, those showers will taper off and clear up as we cool down to just below 60 degrees. Overall, across the state, I love this time of year. Look at these temperatures. It's not too hot and not too cold. 50s along the I-25 corridor, warmer on the eastern plains, 65 in Lamar, 60 degrees in Burlington, slightly cooler in the mountains, though, in those upper 30s and 40s. For your Wednesday, you're going to want to grab the hat as you head out the door and, of course, the shorts. It's going to be a warm Wednesday. And that water bottle, stay hydrated throughout the day because we're going to start off the morning with clear skies. 6:34 is when that sun will start to rise in the morning. High clouds, though, by lunchtime as we warm up to a high of 84 degrees tomorrow. And as the day progresses, we'll see those clouds start to mix in. Again, around lunchtime as we'll see those high clouds and then a mixture of sun and clouds by tomorrow afternoon. So it's going to be a warmer and drier day than what we saw today. Across the state, you can see that warmth continue. 80s, even 89 degrees in Pueblo. But look at this, 90 degrees in Lamar for the beginning of September. Definitely going to be a warm one for tomorrow. 74 in Alamosa, we got 73 degrees in Gunnison, 86 though in Graham Junction. for your Wednesday highs. Now the good news is looking ahead to Saturday, we've got our home opener at Hughes Stadium. And for this 60-themed football game, of course, it's got a groovy feel to it. Lots of sunshine, great tailgating weather for this football game. 82 degrees by kickoff, and then we're going to have that breeze warm up. Cool us down just a little bit by the afternoon. 80 degrees to keep you nice and feeling good. So go cheer on this Ram football team this weekend. We'll have a cool front move through next Monday, and that will bring us our next chance of rain for the beginning of your work week. We have more in the world of Ram sorts coming up right after this.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back, Rams. I'm Healy Evans with your latest update on CSU sports. It was a tough start for the season for the Rams at the Rocky Mountain Showdown that took place last Friday at Sports Authority Field in Denver. The Rams competed in an annual in-state rivalry against Colorado Buffaloes with the score ending in 44-7. After the buzz around the quarterback battle, the starting QB, Nick Stevens, made his first appearance under the Friday night lights while stepping onto Sports Authority Field. However, transfer Georgia Fatone Bauda took over the third quarter for Stevens and ended up leading CSU to its only touchdown of the game in the final quarter. As of yesterday, Bobo named Bauda CSU's starting quarterback. CSU only had 12 first downs in the first game, while CU had 28. The Buffs had a total of 318 passing yards, where the Rams only had 63. The Rams got 162 rushing yards, but CU had defeated us again, getting 260. The Rams have a chance at redemption this Saturday at the home opener against the University of Texas San Antonio. Kickoff is scheduled for 2 in the afternoon at Hughes Stadium. The Rams have fallen out of the top 25 NCAA rankings after this weekend. CSU's volleyball team traveled to Santa Barbara, California for a tournament. The Rams defeated Baylor after 4 sets on Friday. The following day, Rams took their first loss against Pittsburgh in a close 3-2 match. Later that day, the Rams got swept by UC Santa Barbara, who are 5-2 on the year. This Friday, CSU will play national runner-up, the University of Texas. The Longhorns are ranked 3rd in the country, with their only loss being to last year's national champions, the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. The Rams are now 4-2 on the year heading into this week. Volleyball's next game is against 3-2 Wichita State on Thursday at Moby Arena. Serve time is at 7 p.m. College football was not the main focus on everyone's mind in Colorado on Friday. Colorado State's cross-country team competed in its first meet of the year that took place right here in Fort Collins. Men and women's cross-country team both placed 3rd at the meet, including 6 freshmen finishing in the top 50. Unfortunately, Colorado State took 2 losses to the Colorado Buffs this weekend, with the Buffs men's cross-country team placing 1st in the 5K and women's placing 2nd. The future is looking promising for the Rams, as not all the best runners competed at this meet. For the men, All-Americans Jeff Abbey and Gerald Mock watched from the sidelines, but will be competing in the future. Allie Kallner, who was top 10 in the conference, and Darby Gilfillan, who placed 5th at regionals, also did not run but are expected to compete in the next upcoming meet. The next meet is set to take place in St. Paul, Minnesota on September 24th. That's the latest in the sports we have for the day. Coming up next, we have entertainment with Nicole Hines.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing.
Taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town.
It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
Oh, hey there, Rams. I'm your anchor, Nicole Hines, and I'm wearing black to mourn the end of summer. This past weekend was jam-packed full of activities. The loss that CSU took on Friday did not stop the community from going out on Saturday to celebrate the local Fort Collins holiday.
Tour!
Day!
Back!
The 17th annual Tour de Fat here in Fort Collins allows the community to come out to enjoy beers, bikes, and beautiful costumes. Many costumes are put together the night before the event, but some have thoughtful meanings behind them.
Oh, well, it's pretty obvious. We're Oompa Loompas, and we did it this year because Gene Wilder passed away, and he was the Mr. Willy Wonka of the Oompa Loompa history, and so we're wearing mourning bands on our arms in his honor, and we're Oompa Loompas because of him.
The costumes happened to be incredible, and I even found Waldo. Many Fort Collins restaurants also came out for the event, as well as the 3 beneficiaries of the total donations made.
It raises money for bicycle nonprofits in every city that it visits, and Fort Collins Tour de Fat continues to be the largest bike parade in the nation. So we're one of 3 of the nonprofit beneficiaries. It's Bike Fort Collins, Overland Mountain Bike Club, the Bike Co-op, and those 3 organizations come together to give a portion of the proceeds to Ciclismo Youth Foundation.
Needless to say, last Saturday was one giant party. If you have never been to Tour de Fat, make sure to check it out next year. And on the bright side, all of the participants can reuse their costumes when Halloween rolls around. In other New Belgium news, this Thursday, the New Belgium Bike-In Cinema continues. If you didn't know, every Thursday they show different movies on the front lawn of the building. They will have live music starting at 6 p.m., and at dusk, the movie Neighbors will begin playing. They will also have 2 food trucks and Little Bird Bake Shop serving food throughout the evening for the event's attendees. Now, today is not Friday, but I'm going to take a minute to talk about Rebecca Black. If you can't remember who she is, she was the 13-year-old a few years ago who was the ultimate fan of Fridays. This past weekend, the 19-year-old released a new song called The Great Divide, and a music video to go along with it. It turned out a lot better than the last single she released, and is something that most pop music fans will enjoy. This song only came out a few days ago, and I already have it on replay. On the other hand, the acting she did in the video is below par. Well, it might be as good as her acting in the Friday music video. Even though the song turned out well, she needs to step up her acting game. To say the least, the song is pretty catchy.
How something
Well, that is all the news we have. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7 for the first episode of our new music show, Local Beats. Have a great night, Rams.